Special thanks to these companies for being long-term partners of this channel.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you who are in the United States. But you know, it's this time of year where we've got a lot of deals and various stuff like that. So today the video is primarily just going to be going through a bunch of different things that I've found that I think are potential good gift opportunities, or maybe they're just it's a good time to buy those items because of the sales they're running, that sort of thing. So I've made a list of 50 items. I'm gonna try and get through them pretty quickly, and then down below there will be chapters for each dollar range. So the ranges are $0 to $20, $20 to $50, $50 to $100, $100 to $200, and then $200 to $1,000. So look for all those chapters there at the bottom, and then every single item I talk about I'm going to link below. So feel free to skip around, pick items that you want to listen to, that sort of thing. But like I said, I'm gonna try and go pretty quickly. If you like content like this, or you like overlanding content, you're probably gonna like this channel. And so consider subscribing and give this video a like, because it helps me to promote my content and make more content like this. So, and if you see my shirt here, this is Lucid Wraps. If you haven't heard of Lucid Wraps, he is a super awesome guy. His name's Jake, and he's super genuine. Honestly, one of the nicest guys I've met in the overlanding community, and he's done some pretty high profile stuff for like Last Line of Defense and Talon, Psy, and the Hirsch truck, if you heard about that at SEMA this year, as well as tons of other big builds. He's done so many cool things, so just want to give a quick shout out to him, because he's kind of been a friend of mine for a while now. He was super nice to me when I was just in Colorado and I didn't even know him, and so want to give him a quick shout out. But let's jump right into all of these. So first off, we're going to start with the $0 to $20 range. So the first thing on my list is just heavy duty Velcro straps. So this is a super awesome thing to have. People, it's a great stocking stuffer. People typically don't have these on hand, but they're great for, connecting a radio to your dash, things of that nature. Another item is these Quick Fists. So I'll throw a picture of those up on the screen. They're basically these rubber clamps that are nice for wrapping around shovels or other things that have small handles, I guess an axe, things like that. On Amazon, I think they're about 10% off right now, so I'll throw that link down below. As well as these vehicle levels. So if you're trying to park for camp, you're trying to find a good spot that you can park where the ground is level, or you're trying to level out your truck by throwing some rocks or traction boards underneath. These levels are another great stocking stuffer. They're gonna be around 11, 12 bucks on Amazon. Also, this is kind of a cool little hack, but this company McTuning sells this little USB adapter. I've never actually done this in my own rig, but I think it's a pretty cool little product. So you take this little adapter and you can either, I think, use the cigarette plug, or you use the USB and headphone port. I'm not quite sure which one it is, but it's a super easy plug and play module. You just pop your dash out, you can put this in, and then you have this little USB port that's a fast charging adapter, so it's a little higher amperage than the one that's built into the dash. Super quick mod and super affordable. That's gonna be around $14, $15. The next thing is this Geon wet coat. So this is the stuff that I talked about in my detailing video I did. So I did a kind of a video on some of the soaps I use to wash my rig, and this wet coat is it kind of looks like a ceramic coating. It makes your vehicle shiny. It's also kind of a hydrophobic coating you can put on the vehicle. Super nice. It's about $18.99 for a bottle, but it would be a great gift to give somebody who likes to wash their car. Just keep it looking nice, because when you put it on, it makes the car look super shimmery and clean and nice, and it's not too expensive. You just spray it on when it's wet, and then you wash it off, and you're good to go. Super easy to apply. Another thing is these replacement valve caps. So super cheap, but when you're overlanding or off-roading, you really want to make sure you keep the dirt out of your valve stems. And so this is a nice little thing that I'm actually purchasing as we talk about this video, just so that I have some extras in the glove box, because it's really annoying to have to try and clean dirt out, or if dirt gets inside those valve stems, they could maybe leak air. So it's good to always have valve caps on. It's not like with a daily driver in the city where it doesn't really matter. Another thing is the 7-inch handsaw. So a lot of people talk about these handsaws as being super nice for firewood. I found this one on Amazon, and it's got like amazing reviews, so I'm actually gonna try it out myself, but I wanted to tell you all about it. It's like 40% off right now. So it's $15 and looks pretty sweet. Definitely recommend it. A lot of people had crazy good things to say about it. These next two items are just kind of an obvious one, but also they are super nice to just have around. is just a Carhartt hat and some Carhartt fleece gloves. So you never know if you're gonna get stranded on the side of the road or something and need something warm to wear. So I just threw these in there. I like Carhartt. I think they're a reputable brand, not too expensive, coming in about 15 bucks for the hat and 15 or 16 bucks for the gloves. So go check those out. You know, it's just a nice thing to be able to stuff in your glove box, have on hand, and not need to worry about getting too cold if you got to change your tire or something like that on the side of the road. The last thing is just a waterproof camping tarp. So especially if you live in a snowy area or a wet area, it's really nice if all of a sudden you have to climb under your vehicle in the winter, or just if you're somewhere and you're out and about and you have a problem and you need some more of a waterproof working area. Having a cheap tarp along is super nice to just stash in the back trunk. So that's kind of my $0 to $20 range. Let's move on to the $20 to $50 range. So starting off this range, we've got this 2-inch hitch shackle mount. So what this basically is it goes into your 2-inch receiver hole in the back of your vehicle, and it's just got a spot where you can hang a shackle. It's a nice tow point, and it's nice if you maybe need to hook up somebody else's rig to yours and pull them out. It's just a nice anchoring point. I don't know if they always recommend you be pulled out by that, but it's nice for a hookup spot to pull somebody else. So, but double check that on just like good recovery gear practices. But it's pretty cheap. They're at Harbor Freight. They're about 28 bucks, and this is the one I have on my vehicle. Again, kind of talking about the splitting axe when we were talking about those little quick fists. You can buy the Fisker's 36-inch splitting axe right now, which is kind of a go-to for a lot of guys splitting wood out on the trail. And right now it's crazy discounted. It's almost 31% off, so it's 47 bucks instead of like $70 or $65 or something. I don't quite remember, but super great deal, and it's cheaper than like the smaller version of itself. So go snag that right now. There's an awesome sale going on. Also, along with those quick fists, Rago Fabrication is running a sale on their little special mountings, kit for those quick fists on their molly panels for the 4Runner rear windows. So go snag that. Those are about 20% off right now. Another great item would be an AeroPress coffee maker and filters. I found this set on Amazon for about 36 bucks. It's a quick and easy way for you to make some coffee while camping or on the go, and it's a really cheap option. So if you're trying to make coffee out there on the trail, this might be a sweet option for you, as well as it just making a good gift at a good price point. Another one is cab mount plates. So right now, Running for Tacos is running 10% off sales. I have these body mount chop or cab mount chop plates on my 4Runner, and the off-road shop that put them on were incredibly thankful that I brought those to them. It makes the job really easy for them, as well as creating a super maximal clearance for your wheels. So go check those out. They make them for Tacomas, Tundras, 4Runners, probably even other vehicles as well. These headrest Velcro panels. So Blue Ridge Overland makes incredible storage gear, and these headrest Velcro panels are only $26.99, and they float in and out of stock, so you might have to kind of check on that, but super great gift option because a lot of people like to store stuff on the back of their headrest for quick and easy access. So another option is this Lunatech hand pump water bottle. So this is going to be around $30 on Amazon, but it's super handy because what you do is you fill it with water, you can pump it up, and then use it like a spray nozzle from a sink or something and wash dishes and other things like that. So it's really nice for cooking and cleaning when you're out on the trail or camping, that sort of thing. Again, super nice gift at a reasonable price. This Roadie window tent, it's something that I use to sleep inside my vehicle, but what it is it's a bungee tarp sort of tent thing you can put around your door and then roll your window down, and it's got a rain cover and then a screen on it. So it basically turns your door of your vehicle into the side of a tent, and they're super handy, not too expensive, and a really nice option for being able to sleep inside your vehicle while keeping the bugs out and potentially keeping rain out. And then we've got a fire starter kit from Bigfoot Bushcraft. So I've recently partnered with them. They make these awesome fire starter kits that are like waterproof. They burn for like 5 minutes, and they're really affordable. And they're running a sale right now where you can buy their starter kit for 22% off or so. It's only about 35 bucks. And you get a basically a device that will spark to light those. So you don't need a lighter or something with fluid. And then you also get all of those fire starters that come with the beginner kit. So, and then it comes with a nice little tin to store all those fire starters. So sweet little kit, honestly, a really nice thing to have in the back of your vehicle, just if you have to start a campfire or something like that. It's gonna be super handy. And then the last thing is a Apex Badlands snatch block. So I actually have this snatch block as well. I think Harbor Freight makes some pretty awesome budget, high quality budget, I will say, recovery gear. So their winches, their snatch blocks, their D-rings, all those things, even the recovery snatch straps, all those I think are plenty fine for most people's applications and a great price. So this snatch block comes in at about 50 bucks, and that's the last item on my $20 to $50 items list. So with that being said, let's move right on to the $50 to $100 range. And the first one going to be this OEM light bar. So I have these OEM tools light bar for just, it's a nice auxiliary light. You can throw it anywhere, magnetic. It charges up quick. It's got a lithium battery, and super nice for just having light, you know, under your hood or under the vehicle, wherever you may be. So something you could keep in your vehicle as a nice backup light when you're out on the trail, or maybe if something bad were to happen. But it's also nice just around the garage for lighting up areas or trying to see things maybe on your frame. You can kind of stick it into weird places in your vehicle where maybe it's just harder to see because your engine blocks your shop lights or whatever. So sweet little light, and it's only around 55 bucks. So after that light is the Topo Skeletool. So Leatherman makes a bunch of different size Skeletools, and I actually have like I think it's a smaller Skeletool, but I have a Topo graphic on mine. So I love this Skeletool, super handy. I always feel like I'm all of a sudden missing a tool when I'm working on the 4Runner, but I have this Skeletool in my pocket and I'm like, oh sweet, I don't have to run over to my toolbox and find what I'm looking for. So it's been nice to have that Skeletool. It's just a great everyday carry item as well. So it makes a great gift or a great stocking stuffer. That's gonna be about 70 bucks on Amazon. From time to time, those go on sale, but they're such a high demand, high quality item that you don't always see sales on them. The next item is the Ultra Gauge. So this device is just a little display basically that plugs into your car's computer and tells you a bunch of information about your vehicle, like temperatures, and I think it'll even read your pressure sensors on your tires, as well as error codes, all kinds of stuff. So it's a sweet little item to have on your vehicle that really helps you understand the state that your vehicle is in at any given time. It's only about $81 on their website, so go check that out. It's a nice little gift you could give someone. It's kind of like an OBD2 scanner, but it's like an OBD2 scanner on steroids. The next item here is the Badlands snatch strap. So I kind of talked about this, but it's one of those elastic straps that stretch when you kind of gun it. And I think that the Badlands snatch strap is a perfectly capable, high quality item. It's sold at Harbor Freight. Right now they're running a Black Friday deal on those, so they're about 15% off. So go check that out if you're in need of a snatch strap. The next one is gonna be the MyMedic Solo Pro Kit. So I'm a big fan of MyMedic's products. They're one of my channel sponsors. And the Pro Kits are the ones that contain some of the little more life-saving rather than basic injury treatment items. I'm not gonna say that this is like a trauma kit of any kind. It's still just a medical kit, but the Pro Kit does contain some extra items in it, which I think are totally worth it. Right now, that thing is also 30% off, so it's still going to be like $67. So it's a great option, and they've got a bunch of different payment options too, whether you're using like your HSA or FSA or other sort of special health accounts. So go check them out, because they might be some of the best deals, because you can use some of those tax savings accounts, especially if you're in the US. So go check them out. It's a sweet medic kit, and definitely get the Pro Kit. That's what I would recommend. I also found these universal fire extinguisher brackets. So typically you buy these like 2.5 pound fire extinguishers, and a lot of people keep these in their vehicle. You know, it's just a way to be safe in case there was a vehicle fire, maybe your campfire gets out of hand, whatever it may be. It's really, really safe to have a fire extinguisher on hand at all times. And this is a nice way to just mount it in a variety of different locations, whether you're gonna mount it on some sort of plastic or a rear molly panel or something like that. This looked like a really high quality fire extinguisher bracket. I think people on Trail 4R talked about it, as well as I've seen it on some other blogs and YouTube videos. The next thing I'm gonna talk about is the Teton Sports Winter Sleeping Bag. So This sleeping bag is like a very popular budget winter sleeping bag, and if you're someone who likes to do winter camping, it's really nice to have a high quality sleeping bag. It's one of the best things you can do to stay warm while camping out in the winter. So they're about $89.99, but they come and go from being in stock on Amazon all the time, and right now it looks like they're in stock. And so go head over to that link on Amazon to check those out, but they're a pretty awesome budget winter sleeping bag. Another one is a Power Trays. So Power Trays right now seems to be running a wide sale on a bunch of their different like electrical equipment accessory trays that go under your hood. So they've got a 15% off discount going right now. It's the Power, I have a Power Trays tray in my vehicle for my Switch Pros and Blue Sea Fuse block. So go check them out because honestly, the build quality is insane on those Power Trays. They're super high quality. They have a ton of different applications no matter what your Switch system is, and they're running a sale right now. So go check them out. I think they're probably one of the best on the market. Another option is a Carhartt dog hammock. So right now I have like an Amazon cheap dog hammock, but it is kind of getting obliterated. The clips are breaking. There's Velcro that's ripping off of the fabric. So you definitely get what you pay for. I saw that Carhartt actually sells a similar product, and so when mine is just absolutely obliterated, I'm gonna replace it with this. Definitely could be a sweet gift option. I really like it for having Otis in the vehicle. It protects all of the interior, but it also is really nice because you can set like different bags or groceries or things in it and it won't slide around. So it's also nice for just having a nice cargo spot too. But there's a variety of applications for it. Pretty reasonable price at $99.99, and it's a reputable brand, so it should be a high quality product. Last item in the $50 to $100 mark is this Napa awning. So you've probably seen the video on my channel, but if you haven't, I'll link it above. It's just a sweet awning from Napa. It's an 8-foot awning. It works with most of the other ARB awning products for their 8-foot awning. And tons of people rave about them. They really like them, and they're a high quality product for the price you pay compared to some of the more expensive awnings. And a lot of people don't use their awning as much as they probably should. So spending less on that mod is probably gonna be worthwhile. So go check that out. I think they have like a $20 off if you spend $50 or more if you sign up for their email list or something, as well as they're probably gonna have a Black Friday sale of some kind. So go check them out. You'll be able to get some sort of savings there. So moving on to the $100 to $200 category, the first thing is ditch lights. So if you've seen Diode Dynamics lights on my vehicle, I absolutely love them, but they sell an SSC2, which is like a little 2-pod. So it's got like, you know, one LED, second LED. And a lot of people really like to run these for ditch lights. If you get the sport model in white, which is like their combo white, it's only about 118 bucks with their 15% off discount running right now. So super awesome option. They're definitely bright. They're definitely nice. And that would be a sweet product for, you know, just over 100 bucks that you could add as a modification to your rig. So the next option is a Jetboil flash. So I saw that Moose Jaw is selling these, and Moose Jaw has a 20% off discount going right now. And I bet that might get even better with Black Friday, but right now their pre-Black Friday is 20% off. Go check out their website, and the Jetboil flash is a sweet way to boil water quickly when you're out on the trail, and that's what I use, and I've really liked it. So if you're trying to make, you know, some sort of meal or coffee or whatever it may be, super easy, super quick, and there's a discount code at Moose Jaw that can help you save some money on that Jetboil flash. The next thing is the Rago Fabrication dash mount. So if you've seen on my dash where I have my RAM mount and the like magnetic phone mount, I have a Rago Fabrication dash mount there. They're actually running a pretty good sale on that right now. It's about 17% off, so it's like $120 instead of like $145 or something of that sort. It comes powder coated with everything you need to install it, so it's kind of an all-encompassing kit, and they're running a pretty sweet sale over at Rago Fabrication. So go check that out. I think it's a sweet product. I really like mine, and it's got a lot of universal mounting options. So following that up is the GoTreads folding traction boards. So I actually bought these for a friend for a wedding gift, and I think they're super nice. There's a lot of great reviews out there of them being durable, and they're really nice because they fold up. So traction boards I think can be nice because they're a way to get you out, but they're also kind of annoying because they're kind of hard to store. And a lot of people, you know, buy a primary brand like Max Trax that have the nice mounting pins and everything, but those can be pretty expensive and the mounting pins aren't even included. So this is kind of a more budget version, and they fold up so you could store them really easily inside the cab of your vehicle, or inside the bed of your truck, wherever you might need to. They also come with a sweet carrying case. But they're running a pretty good deal right now, where I think it's like $25 or something off a set. So they're about 134 bucks instead of 160. So go check those out. The tool bags or the tool rolls from Blue Ridge Overland is the next item I'm talking about. They're around 120 to 150 depending upon what you get. But everyone absolutely loves these. It's like one of the most popular products in the overlanding space that I know of. But you just go and buy tools of your choice. I hope to in the future buy a bunch of tools from Harbor Freight and then fill this tool roll with it. And they compact super small, but you can have a pretty comprehensive tool kit along on the trail. And these bags are super high quality. They're rip resistant, and so they can hold a lot of weight. Definitely something to check out, and a sweet gift if you're trying to find something to give someone for the holidays. So after that is just finding a good air compressor. I have the Smittybilt 2781. I'll throw that up on the screen. It's about 160 bucks on Amazon. It does really well, pumps all my tires up in a timely manner, and it's a great budget option. Go check out Oxfoot's channel though, because I think he just did a recent comparison of this to the Napa off-road portable air compressor that they have now, and apparently that Napa one is insane, so that might be another good option as well. And I think it might even be cheaper than the Smittybilt compressor, but I think they're pretty comparable. So that's going to be the next item. After that is this FasterFlate inflate deflate system. So I'm going to be doing a dedicated video on this system in the future, but honestly what he is doing over at this like kind of smaller company making these inflate deflate systems is it has super nice tubing. It's some of the largest tubing on the market, so the restriction to airflow is smaller, and they have super high quality components, and he has like very little margin, honestly. So a lot of people have started to like opt to build these themselves rather than buy one, but with this FasterFlate system, like it's one of the highest quality ones on the market while being one of the cheapest ones on the market. And so he's trying to bring this product to all of you at a very budget rate. And I reached out to him because I was like, this lines up with my channel's motto like almost perfectly. I'd love to help, promote this stuff. And so we're kind of partnering up with that. I've got a discount code for his product down below. So go check that out. I think it'd be a sweet gift, super nice, because most people air up and air down when you're off-roading. So go check that out. The next thing is going to be this Diode Dynamics SS3 fog light kit. So Diode Dynamics sells these fog light kits for most vehicles. I've got one on the 4Runner. I'm about to put one on my wife's vehicle, and we're also, when you look at their website, you see a bunch of other options. So go check these out. I think also you could pretty easily buy mounting brackets if you ever wanted to take that SS3 out of your fog and put it as like a ditch bracket or something in the future. So the SS3 is super versatile, but buying these kits, super nice for putting it in your fog light spot. And a lot of them all just come with like your factory harness clip. So it's not like you have to do any sort of fancy wiring. So definitely great option. Again, they're running a 15% off discount with the Black Friday sales going on. So and then just like two more products in this $100 to $200 area is the MyFac Pro. It's basically just going to be a larger kit compared to that MyMedic Solo Pro kit that I was talking about earlier. This one is going to be $187, so it's a little more expensive, but it has more components. And if you want to compare those two, just check out their website. They've got awesome pictures and lists explaining everything that comes in the kit. Lastly is the Running for Tacos battery terminals. They've got these sweet, expansive battery terminals that have protective panels and lots of different screw points and ways in which you can kind of create a nice clean electrical splitter of your battery positive and negative terminals. So go check those out. Again, the Running for Tacos website is running 10% off their produced products, and so that one is on a 10% discount. So sorry, I'm talking kind of fast, but I'm trying to get through all this because I don't want to spend an hour on this video. But now we're going to go to the $200 to $1,000 range. And the first one on there is going to be the FinFab Molly panels made for the 4Runner. I've loved these for a while. I've been trying to work with them to figure out a way that we could do a video to showcase them, but maybe that'll be coming in the near future. But these are, I think, about 16 or 17% off right now. They're only $270 for a powder-coated, like turnkey install. They are some of the most innovative panels on the market and some of the cheapest. Like they have a sweet cutout for a Blue Seas switch breaker panel, which I think is, if you haven't seen, is basically like it's got a 12 volt and then 4 USB ports and then a switch breaker for like 15 amps, just like you'd have like in your house, like one of those breakers. So it's super awesome, a super sweet product that you can just drop right into these panels. Absolutely amazing. For the price, they're hard to beat, and they're a high quality product, as well as just having all the typical features of the rear window MOLLE panels. So go check those out on Yoda Mafia's website. Another item that I would recommend in kind of this price range is the Exped Duo camping mattress. So I've been running the 6-inch Millard, like Amazon memory foam mattress. Super nice. I don't have any complaints with it, but it's humongous. It really sucks to have to store in the vehicle. The 4Runner doesn't have a lot of interior space. So having one of these Exped mattresses would be amazing. I've heard a ton of crazy reviews, and in hindsight, I wish I would have just bought one of these. They're kind of expensive and they don't go on sale very often, but I saw Moose Jaw, they're running that 20% off a single full price item, I think, which might even get better with Black Friday. Go check that out on their website, because you can buy these any size of the Expeds, you know, thickness, or whether you want like a single, a queen, a king. I think they sell a ton of different sizes and a ton of different thicknesses. So go check those out. They're super high quality, and the build materials in those air mattresses are not like typical air mattresses. So don't think this is some sort of expensive Overland branded like Walmart camping mattress. It's not. It's completely different, super high quality. Everyone that uses them says they're much more comfortable, so go check those out. I'm gonna be buying one, not sponsored. I just have heard amazing things about them, and I wanna sway you towards getting one of those over a memory foam mattress, because the space savings from when you deflate them is a game changer. Next item is a 30-inch diode dynamics light bar. So almost all Overland bumpers, you typically have a 30-inch light bar cutout. Some are easier than others to mount these 30-inch light bars in, but again, Diode Dynamics is running a 15% sale, which drops the $350 light bar down to, you know, I think under $300. So sweet option. You can get them in a ton of different output colors and configurations, and it's a super nice starter light bar if you're trying to figure out what off-road lighting to buy and you have an off-road bumper really of any kind. The next item is a little more expensive, but it's something that a lot of people recommend, is the 2-ton Pro Eagle jacks. So this is a big wheel jack that are great for using off-road if you ever have to do recovery or some sort of mechanical repair on the trail. You're going to want something safer than probably a high lift jack. I think if you're, you know, trained to use those, they're safe, or at least safe enough. But these Pro Eagle jacks are amazing, and some people will like literally roll their vehicle with their front end jacked on these jacks. So they're no joke, and I didn't see any sales on them. The 2-ton version, which should be good for almost all mid-size SUVs, trucks, and some full-size trucks, it's only like $400. So if you're trying to look for, you know, one of these more expensive items, it's a good option if you're just trying to come up with gift ideas. Hopefully there's a site that does a sale on them. Next is the Garmin InReach Mini. So this is a satellite communication device. It's great if you don't have any sort of phone service. They've got small monthly plans, but definitely something that a lot of guys have that they don't really probably talk about a ton, but definitely important to have one of these. Right now they're $50 off on Amazon, so go check those out. So if you're concerned about your significant other, you know, out on the trails, it might be a nice gift to give to them, because you know, they'll be safer and you'll have more peace of mind. And that's about $50 off on Amazon right now. So following that up is the DeWalt chainsaw. So DeWalt makes battery-powered chainsaws, and a lot of guys use these out on the trail. And they're nice for clearing the trail in case, you know, a tree falls or something like that. And they are pretty capable. So some of you out there might be diehard gas chainsaw fans, and you know, that's how I kind of grew up, knowing that they were much better than electric. But these apparently perform pretty well. I've seen a couple guys use them when we were clearing trail. And you can also, you know, use it for smaller stuff at home if you've got to clear some brush or stuff like that. So definitely going to have more applications than just using when you're, you know, doing trails. So it might be a sweet thing to pick up. And it's only about $338 on Amazon. I think there's a slight discount going right now there. Next thing is just the Apex Badlands winch, which this is a winch basically sold by Harbor Freight. It's the winch that I run. It's got a ton of nice features like a synthetic line and a wireless remote and a 12,000 pound capacity, which is pretty crazy too for the $600 price mark. I definitely recommend at least giving this winch a try or a chance. So it's unfortunately not on sale right now. Maybe it will later on for Black Friday, or maybe it'll be a Cyber Monday deal. but definitely just watch for it, because even though you may have to pay full price for it, it's still probably going to be a better value for your money spent than some of the more name brand options. Now, granted, if you have an unlimited budget, then go for whatever you want, but I think this is an area where you could probably save some money on your build, especially since a lot of people use their winch much less than they think they will. So I've got a couple more things just on the list, but is the Alpharex Pro headlights. So if you've seen my 4Runner, you like how those headlights look with like the DRLs, sequential turn signals, things like that. I did a video doing a halogen to LED conversion on those, and right now those headlight housings are on sale 15% off, so they're about 430 bucks instead of I think instead of 510 or something. So a pretty good deal. Check those out on Amazon. And then the EB150, the 1500 amp hour battery that I use to charge my camera batteries, charge my phone, charge my laptop, run my electric blanket in the winter, and no matter what you want to run off it, it's got a pretty huge battery storage. And it's a $50 off right now on Amazon. I presume that's gonna even bump up more with Black Friday. So it comes in at around $950. But once you start looking at dual battery setups and all the electrical components you'll need, as well as mounting hardware, these power banks start to look a little more reasonable, and you can transfer them from vehicle to vehicle, if you end up changing vehicles every, however many years. So it's also nice too if you have a truck or a van or something and you just want to have portable power when you go on road trips, and then all of a sudden you want to also use it for camping or your off-road rig. It's very portable, and you could use for a lot of different applications, and it's honestly high quality. Like some of the YouTube channels that have done some more electrical specific tests, they have a really high quality AC sine wave inverter, which basically converts the battery into wall power like in your house. As well as just a bunch of other nice features, and they come in a compact, really heavy duty carrying case. So definitely recommend that power bank. And then last but not least is up top Overland. It's the roof rack brand that I have on the 4Runner, and honestly, absolutely love this rack. They sell a bunch of different models for different vehicles, as well as a bunch of accessories that are pretty sweet that allow you to mount, lights, handles, things like that onto these racks. They also sell custom cutouts if you want to run roof rack pods of some kind. So go check them out. Right now they're running a 10% off sale, and I've loved my rack so far. So definitely something to check out if you're wanting to upgrade the roof storage on your vehicle. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I tried to get through all those items as fast as I could, but it's kind of hard to when there's 50 of them. So consider liking the video if it brought you any sort of value. It's hard to get through this sort of content quickly in a manner that's not too boring, but if you made it to the end of the video and you watched it all, thank you so much. But I hope that, if you need to ever go back, just jump around in the chapters below. But with that being said, thanks for watching. I think that's enough talking from me. Consider subscribing to the channel if you want to hear me talk more, or you want to see more videos like what I produce, and give this video a like if it brought you any sort of value. Or if you got gift ideas from it, give it a like. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.